Hey YouTube, what's up? It's XGMZen1. This is my second thing I forgot to mention in the other video, the one before this one. But take a look at this, just for a second. Go skimming. Now, these right here are a primary issue. Now, hyper skimming, dive bomb, are okay, but to be honest, hyper skimming is the reason why a lot of PS3 people were lagging. Too many people were using hyper skimming or something that had to do with L3. You know what I mean? That's all. Also, the primary issue I'm having is the stun resistant, restraint resistant, restraint recovery, stun recovery, and breakout mastery. These are not very effective. They need to have more of a, maybe like a 30% increase depending on their dominance. Maybe link it with dominance, I don't know. Yeah, it's not working. Like, say if I was in a PvP arena and I got stunned by, say, arc lightning or something, and I can't break out because nobody breaks out in arenas because there's something wrong with it. But if I do that and hold on. But if I do that and I noticed somebody was in my other chat like, oh god, what is this guy doing? PvP is broken. Just saying, it's not working. It's not because of the powers or the status. The status is fine except for the health and toughness in arenas. It's not high enough. It needs to go higher. It needs to be higher. So that way people can get their full 15 minutes of experience in, say, Batcave. And also rallying is another problem I want to address. Say if I get knocked out and I got a 10-second timer but the other guy's getting 0, that's not fair. That's not balanced. That's an example of what's not balanced. Restraint, stun resistance. Resistance is key. I think if you add more resistance to, say, maybe the skill points in your weapons or something, maybe it'll be more effective, and you can, like, especially, I want to say, even if you're a tank and you throw immunity and you don't have a tank in your group and you're trying to do a 1v1, what are you going to do? You're all alone. You can't do anything against the support roles. And I find that to be very, very unfair. Even though being a support role has its advantages, being a DPS does not. You know what I mean? They don't last as long as other people. Maybe give them a healing factor between blocking, but increase the support role's damage tiny bit, but not too much, where it will one-shot the DPS. But to be honest, if a lot of people have a lot of skill points, maybe give them more of an advantage in PvP as opposed to those without the skill points, because they need to work on it, right? Everybody needs their skill points. Otherwise, what's the point of grinding your SP? I'm at 210. I'm not even close to finish yet. I don't see myself being close to finish yet. I'm almost there, but I'm catching up. About 1,017 out of the 1167. Not bad, but I think I could do better. But even noobs, like, the weaker guys, in the game, they need to experience what it means to lose, like the pros did. They need to experience that. It makes them stronger as a player. Endurance is key to this game. If people can't endure, what's the point of fighting if they can't endure? Enduring is about taking a heavy hit and getting back up. That's what I see in every fight, but no one's enduring anything. Pros, they take in their hits, but the cons, I see pros and cons. I don't see how cons have become more of a priority than the pros, because pros know how to play the game. I mean, sure, it's not fair for the cons to you know, to lose all the time, but they're cons. They're cons. They're gonna con people, and they're gonna find an advantage somehow. But, you know, just a thought. But I'm done jibber jabbering. I'm gonna go make myself some dinner. I need to take a break, because if you're playing for over an hour, that can do serious brain damage to your brain and stuff. Maybe if people lose more often, they would quit and have less issues with their health, and maybe take a shower or something. You know, I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm just saying that because a lot of people put way too much time into the game, and they're not focusing on everything outside of the game. But look, I'm just saying, even though I'm a pro, if they can't afford the game, then they shouldn't be playing it. If they're a con, then, you know, what's the point? Look at that, 51.50, and that's like 1 month of savings right there. I've been saving, yeah, but it's not enough. It's like my skill points. I need to grind, and I need to grind, and I need to earn, and I need to earn. You know, same with money. You don't just give the guy a freebie and say, here you go, be happier than the guy who has it. You know, that's not right. I want to say that being rich is one thing, but being a gamer is something completely different. It's almost like you guys are taking the game into a form of politics. It's confusing to a lot of people, but it makes sense to you. But what doesn't make sense to me is the things nobody really acknowledges, is the restraints and the, you know, for DPSing, you know, maybe add a immunity, make it last longer or something. Say if I pop this right here, if I pop this, how long does it really last? It doesn't last that long. It doesn't last that long because I know I'm not a tank. But say if I pop this, I don't get the immunity, but I get more precision. I see what you did. That's cool. But it's I'm not trying to milk for any information. I'm just saying, okay, I pop this. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Maybe make it last longer, and people will be happy. You know what I mean? Maybe make... you don't want to just take away immunity. That's not good, because people won't be able to break out, and people's health are dropping too fast to gain an advantage. People need that advantage. Just saying. Well, that's it for this video. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching. I bow before my audience before I take my leave. Have a good day.